You know who I feel sorry for?
All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked society and the upliftment of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians who are the children of God, all right, according to the Bible. We want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who are the elders of Yasha Allah, and a sincere salutation to all you Akim, who are preaching this word and believing this word in all truth and in sincerity. Now let's get Hosea 4 and 6, because the subject we were talking about is basically our people being destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Let me put my bicycle in something.
That's fine, that's fine, brother. But ultimately, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. And we had a gentleman come up today, and we were basically having a conversation about that, going into that our people are wise to do things that are destructive to themselves and to their own heritage, their own nationality. You got it, bro.
This is Hosea chapter 4, starting at 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
And that's why people are destroyed, because they reject knowledge, man. The so-called white man has created what you call black culture today, which is why people love ham hocks and pig feet, man. And all the things that are destructive to our people's body and their spirits, man. They're giving our people Christianity, which destroys our people and makes them docile, man. Turns them into loving their own oppressor, man. We were going into a conversation with another gentleman where we explained if a sheep calls a wolf dangerous, is that sheep wrong for saying that?
Right.
Is that prejudice against the wolf?
Not at all.
Not at all, because the sheep knows that if he gets along with that wolf will take advantage of him, man. And he will be in his right mind to warn his brethren about the wolf, man. That's exactly what brothers are doing on the highways and hedges, man. We're reminding our people and acknowledging and telling our people to stay away from and beware of the so-called white man based on his own history, man. It's not like he just did it. He's still doing it to our people today, man.
But what about blacks hurting each other? That's
well, that's a problem too. You got it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children.
Sottish meaning stupid, man. That's another word for stupid. The Lord calls his own people stupid. And you can tell by what they're doing. Their own actions testify to what the Lord said. Exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Yeah, because when it comes to our people gathering themselves together to sell drugs as an organization, they all down for it, man. They all disciplined, they in order. But when it comes to actually doing that for the well-being of their own nation, they have no knowledge or desire to do anything that involves the well-being of their own people, man. That's why what you said was right. Our people do it to themselves. Not only does the so-called white man do it to our people, but our people do it to themselves now. You got an
No, I had
you're not there.
This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Right.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
And this is the Lord telling you not to trust the so-called white man, based on his own history.
You can't trust him in your own people.
Well, that's true as well. That's true as well, but that does not negate the fact that you shouldn't trust the so-called white man either. Because our people use that as an argument too. Our people do it to themselves. Yeah, they do. But that still don't mean that the wolf stopped being a wolf.
No.
Because the sheep that are part of your family are doing you wrong as well. That don't mean you run to the wolf. He gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
So the Lord is telling our people to gather themselves together. Matter of fact, let's get Zephaniah 2. You have a brother?
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8. Now go write it before them in the table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
And the Lord has conditions, man. In order for you Negroes that you know as the Native Americans to be in a good case, you gotta be obedient to your father.
Okay, now I always had this question. Oh, this thing always had been in my mind. Especially church people, they say, look at the Lord bless me with. Look. I go, wait a minute. If I was the devil, I'd be kind of upset because I gave it you.
Wow, that's beautiful. Beautiful point. That's beautiful point.
How come nobody don't let me say what to do? But I realize devil try to tempt God, you know he's going to try to tempt you.
Well, the devil has used the church to deceive our people. Matter of fact, let's get Ecclesiastes 7:7. Because a gift destroys the heart. So our people go into these Christian churches, these so-called Christian churches, and they preach prosperity doctrine. They teach if you give a couple of dollars every week, it's like investing in your blessing, and then the Lord will give you something. That prosperity doctrine has destroyed a lot of our people.
I got a good precept on that too.
Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
And the heart is lav. In Hebrew, the word heart is lav, which is your mind. Which is your mind. So a gift destroys the mind of our people. When I like the NBA players, all of the famous people of our nation, they don't talk about a lot of them don't talk about the injustice because they receive gifts.
Basketball players, football players,
they receive gifts. So they don't talk about the destruction of their own people because they want to protect the gift that they've been given.
What? That's stupid.
It is stupid because ultimately they've sold their soul for naught. Because at the end of the day, they're going to be destroyed with them.
The devil gives too.
Of course. Well, what did the devil offer the Lord? All the kingdoms that he had.
That what he just said.
How could he give something that didn't belong to him?
It did belong to him for a portion of time. This
is
his ruler.
It belonged to the devil for a portion of time.
These kingdoms belong to Satan. These kingdoms were given unto Satan.
Now?
Yes, this kingdom too.
That I'm living in?
Yes, this was given unto Satan. That's why we are earnestly waiting for the Yahweh Shah, the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus, to return. Because then the kingdom of the Most High is going to be on earth. It's not on earth yet because the world is given into the hands of the wicked.
This 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not.
So the mega churches that you see, all of these churches on these corners, they're blinded.
By who? The God of this world. Who's the God of this world?
The people that's going to churches.
Satan. Satan is the God of this world.
This is his realm.
That's what I was just saying.
For a moment. This is, you got it.
So when some people giving out stuff to the homeless people, some of them, they mean well.
They mean well.
Some of them. But then again, you got some of them that don't.
But they're all blinded ultimately. Even if they do a charitable thing, ultimately the Lord put the spirit on them to do that, to feed certain people that he wants to feed and take care of. But ultimately they've still been blinded.
They just seek to please the Lord.
Right. Because you have these churches, a lot of these so-called white people, they'll do charity because in the back of their mind they know they're guilty of what they've done to our people. So they try to pacify their own guilt by giving you bread or something like that, but they won't actually give the Native Americans their land back, or they won't sell their house and give it to a Negro, Latino, or Native American.
But they still trying to do some stuff in trickery too. I see that too.
Of course, but that's what they built to do. Man.
If I can say this, Nino Brown, he gave the whole neighborhood free turkey, but he was still selling drugs and killing in New Jack City.
Right.
He was still destroying the whole neighborhood, destroying families with the drugs.
Frank Lucas gave out turkeys too.
Right. They always do. They always seek to make themselves feel better. It has nothing to do about the people. Like the brother was saying.
It's to pacify their own guilty conscience.
Pacify their guilty conscience. Make your own self feel better than doing for all these other people.
It's delusion, you know. Yeah. I beat that. I beat that early. You got it?
I got a quick one, back you up. Job 9:24, since you quoted it. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
And the wicked is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. That's the wicked of the earth.
Esau was.
Yes. Well, in the scriptures, he's not white. He's red. These so-called white people don't look like they're supposed to be. They're derivatives of red. That's why when they get mad, they turn red. Yes, that's why they had that stereotype, redness. Because when their blood shows forth through their skin, they lack melanin and pigment. When you go to the word Esau, it's Ashashua in the Hebrew, which is wasted away is he. Because when Isaac saw him, he didn't have any pigment. So he said he's wasted. When you go into Numbers, when Miriam received that leprosy, she was white as snow. And what did Aaron say? Let her be not as one dead.
Now, what? I mean, it just lets
That's a
you
fact.
know that a lack of pigment is a curse from the Most High.
It's a curse.
Of course.
I was gonna say, yeah, but
So a lot of these people, that white people that people looking at, the real white, they are cursed.
Real,
That's
real.
what Isaiah 34:6.
what the brother was saying also is, like I said, they're not white. What you're seeing is their lack of pigment. We're different shades of brown.
They have no melanin.
Yeah, so like that's why you'll see their veins. You know, like when you'll see how it's all green because they have no pigment. The same thing with their blood. Because they have no melanin, that's what you're seeing. But they're not white. They're different shades of red.
You got it up?
It's Isaiah chapter 34, verse 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath sacrificed in Basra,
Right.
and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Keep going.
And Idumea is going back to Esau, Edom. Okay?
Right, that's a Greek word for Edom.
Greek
Idumea.
word for Edom.
Exactly, the Greek word for Edom.
Well, matter of fact, start at 5.
Yeah, that's why I should say that.
Isaiah 34 and 5. For my
25.
Isaiah 34 and 5. So for my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Now, this is the Lord. When you talk about heaven, heaven has a double meaning. Heaven can also mean rulership on the planet.
Yeah, and plus the mind too.
Right. Well, there's the actual heavens, the physical heavens. The sky is known as a heaven.
Yeah.
The realm where the Lord lives is heaven.
Yes.
And then rulership on the planet. Just like they have a saying, the white man's heaven is the black man's hell. So on earth, there's heaven and hell on earth. But you have people that live in heaven, they live good. That's known as heaven. When the Lord says his sword shall be bathed in heaven, he says that his sword is going to be bathed in the ruling class of his people.
Can I put it this way too?
Go ahead.
As far as some of the homeless people to a certain extent, some are living in heaven, mind, and some are living in hell in mind.
Right. Matter of fact, you got it, brother.
Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Idumea is the Greek way of saying East Edom. All right.
This is in Genesis chapter 36, verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom.
And that shows you that Esau is Edom. All right. They're known as Esau, Edom, or the Edomites. So when you hear Idumea, which is the Greek way of saying Edom, it's talking about the so-called white. Is that it in there?
I have to go to verse 8. I jumped down to verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir.
So this is talking about the father of the so-called white man, Edomites. All right, you got it, brother.
Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea,
Edom.
and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
So that shows you that that's the Lord's people, the people of the Lord's curse, the so-called white man. And that's why their nation is leprous.
How come they pardon him like pardon man?
Hey, get Lamentation 4 and 21.
Yeah.
We finna read it to you.
We're gonna show you why, because you want them to enjoy this.
You want the thing?
Yes, you know why? Because their judgment is worse than any other nation on the planet Earth. The Lord said that he's going to judge them. Let's get Obadiah 18. He's going to judge the so-called white man by removing his whole nation off the planet. Yeah, that's a job, baby.
He's gonna ruin the whole.
He's going to get rid of them completely as a nation of people. And we're going to get it out of the Bible, all right?
It's Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Remember, Edom is talking about the so-called white man. It said, rejoice and be glad. Enjoy yourself.
So that's why they out here doing what they're doing. And 2/3 of our people doing it with them.
Right.
Go ahead,
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Now, what is that cup talking about? That cup is talking about the cup of slavery that our people had to enjoy. So the Lord made us drink of that cup. And the Lord is saying to the sober white man, rejoice and be glad. Because that same cup my people had to drink, you're going to take a double dose of it. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So now you see.
Double dose of it.
Yeah. Now
I
you see.
always sit down here looking at all this.
No,
I'm like,
they said
man,
the camera
this don't make
sideways.
no sense.
They said sideways, but it look like it's straight from here. Somebody coming on saying it's sideways. What you want to do? Loosen it up.
Yeah, see if you can
I
loosen
be
it
sitting
up.
down here going, I'm like, wait a minute. These people partying back all the time.
They
Like,
said
those-
they
don't
come
look
here,
like
they saying it's
straight.
sideways. It don't look sideways though.
Just fill in real quick. Now try.
It says it in the book of Obadiah. The brothers for the peace. Okay. Obadiah 18.
Okay, start at 10.
This is Obadiah. This is Obadiah, chapter 10, verse 10. For thy violence. This is Obadiah, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
This is telling you what he did to these people. These people on the planet.
Jacob.
Yeah, that's what they did.
So when Jacob, when Joseph was straight sold to the Egyptians, that was it right there.
Jacob is before.
No, Jacob.
Yeah, that's
Jacob
before.
Jacob is the father of the 12 tribes.
Jacob had
Yeah, Jacob had 12 sons. That's where the 12 tribes come from.
So where did Joseph come in?
Joseph was the son of Jacob.
Okay, so that makes 13.
No. Joseph would be Ephraim. So-called Puerto Rican. That's who
I get
Joseph.
along with them pretty good too.
That's who Joseph would represent.
Jacob had 12 sons, and his 12 sons make up the 12 tribes of Israel. So Jacob, his name got changed to Israel after he wrestled an angel. So these people right here are descendants of the sons. Am I making sense? So Jacob had 12 sons, and these are
It broke.
the offspring of his sons today. Those 12 sons, these are the nations that they started. Like the brother was saying, he comes in later. No, I'm sorry, earlier, right?
Joseph is one of the, he is one of the sons, but he's not his own tribe. Joseph is Ephraim. I'm trying to find his scripture.
But he became a tribe after Moses came along and took him out of the...
Yeah, this is.
Fuck.
I got the scripture.
You don't bring up the description.
Yeah, it's done. I'll put some glue in that bit. I'll get to the crib.
Yeah, it's after Moses.
Who is that? Is that Jesus? Oh, I don't have to read it, but I was just looking at the blasphemy for
That's
No,
blasphemy.
you guys are taking the Lord?
I'm asking you that. Hold on. Is that this is blasphemy, or which one is blasphemy?
I would say that would be blasphemy.
So the Most High is a white man? Yahweh Shah? All right, the Hebrews are so-called white men? That's what the scriptures say?
Maybe y'all do, man.
Are you familiar with the scriptures?
Actually, you're not familiar with this scripture.
All right, go down the road. I'll send it for you. Keep it moving. Have a good night, brother.
Yeah.
Have a good night, brother. Cool. Fine. Have a good night, bro.
He haven't got no understanding yet.
No understand. Never even read the Bible, but they always have their own opinion.
As long as they got this girl with me.
He was up here last Saturday, last week.
She was going into Joseph. So I got it in Numbers. This is Numbers chapter 1.
They always come with that. Yeah, when edification come out, demons always come to try to interrupt. The edification of breeze to it.
This is Numbers chapter 1, verse 32. And it reads, of the children of Joseph,
Meaning his offspring,
namely
Joseph. Now you asked about Joseph.
Right.
And I told you that Joseph is one of the sons, but he falls under Ephraim. Joseph,
Northern King.
Joseph went under, we're going to get it. Let's pay attention.
Numbers 1 and 32. Of the children of Joseph,
Meaning his offspring.
Yes.
namely of the children of Ephraim,
So Joseph falls under Ephraim. That tribe, Ephraim is the tribe that Joseph would fall under. Joseph isn't his own tribe.
Exactly.
There's only 12 tribes. Well, there was 13 then, but Dan went into a Manasseh.
I don't know. They say he done away with them.
it's kind of, start up.
Go ahead, whatever you go ahead.
Numbers chapter 1, I'm going to start at verse 23. Those that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Simeon, were 59,300. Of the children of Gad, by their generations after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were above are able to go forth to war. So their name is they're going down from each tribe, from the males from 20, from the males from 20 and upward that are able to go to war. They're naming them for each tribe. So it's getting
Let me hold the phone while you do that.
yes.
We got West Indian, Big One, West Indian, Coast. What's that, Draconia?
Verse 2 says, take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel. So what you're reading is the sum of all the congregation. It's breaking down all the tribes that were there at that time where they went to. That's why I brought that out. It's showing you that Joseph went into the tribe of Ephraim. That's in Egypt. Exactly. After he came out of, he didn't stay in Egypt. I mean, he did stay in Egypt.
Stayed in Egypt,
but he had children afterwards. He didn't just, his seed didn't just die off. That's what I'm saying. So his seed went under Ephraim. That's what tribe they would fall under. Joseph isn't a tribe. Joseph is not one of the
He's a man.
Exactly. He was a man. He is one of the sons, but he didn't make his own tribe. He fell under Ephraim. Correct?
Ephraim and Manasseh. So yeah.
The 12 tribes that he's naming are of the seed line of Israel, of Jacob, whose name is changed to Israel. So of this seed line, Joseph comes, which he falls under Ephraim. So that would be under the 12 tribes, which are listed here. So Joseph, instead of Joseph, it would be Ephraim. Joseph falls under Ephraim.
Only problem is that
Sideways.
it's still be sideways. Unless we stop the live show and we start it and tell it to do the side instead of the